Okay, welcome to the Money Market Show. I'm your host, Paula Joy. So this show is meant to educate, to enrich, and to empower. So every week I bring up some people who are really making it in this business or making it in life, okay, not just business, and they have the ideal life or at least building their ideal life. So today on the show with me is Michelle Wong. Michelle Wong, she is a whale, the person I call a whale, and she, it's a big fish. It's a big fish. What does that mean? She hails from Sacramento area, and she's a top agent in that area. If you are in Elk Grove and basically you never heard of Michelle Wong, then I think you've been hiding in a cave, because Michelle Wong, she sold so many properties, like all the agents I know out there, over 600 properties. I'm talking about resale properties. How about new properties, new construction? She sold quite a bit, right? So today she's going to be talking to us about herself, her experience, and basically what, she's going to educate you. She's going to enrich you. She's going to empower you, because at the end of this 30 something minutes or 40 minutes or 50 minutes, you are going to get something from the show. So welcome. Yeah, Michelle, welcome to the show.
Hi, Paul. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Really nice over there.
Yeah, it's very hot here today.
I know it's hot here too. Wow, I have air conditioning on. It's still hot, and I'm wearing this jacket. I shouldn't have worn the jacket. So you live in Elk Grove?
Yes. Proudly Elk Grove citizen for almost 21 years.
Oh wow! Where did you move from before Elk Grove?
Belize, Central America.
Really? So you moved from Belize to Elk Grove directly?
Yes, actually. So I was born actually in China, in mainland China. So we immigrated to Belize, and I studied some time in Belize with my high school. And then I came to the United States to pursue a higher education. And so, yes, in Sacramento, I've been going to college here in Sac State for a EEE degree, electrical engineering degree. So now I live in Elk Grove for almost 21 years already, since Elk Grove started as a baby. I think Elk Grove started as a city in 2000.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah.
What was it before? A village?
Farmland, mainly just farmland.
Yeah. Okay, so Elk Grove, what do you like about Elk Grove?
I love it. It's really good feng shui.
Oh, really? Okay. For those people who don't understand what feng shui is, what does that mean?
Well, it's just healthy living. Lots of parks, lots of newer homes. There's, a coffee shop every corner. They're very welcome for people to walk and exercise. On an ordinary day, you could see some sheep and cows on the alleys and the riversides. Cleaning up the streets. And it's really a small town. They still want to keep it the farmland feel. And there is so many new developments here in Elk Grove now. With the last 2 weeks, the Sky River Casino just started up here. Wow. And I know that that brought in a lot of traffic. And even during COVID, the city has never stopped building. It is just ongoing constructions, and people got their eyes here.
Wow, okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you've lived in Elk Grove all these years, and you think you're moving to another city, or you're going to be stuck in Elk Grove?
I love Elk Grove. I love real estate. I go to Asian country and also different parts of the United States. I think I like Elk Grove a lot, but I wouldn't say that I'll be stuck here. I'm happily living here and investing in real estate in the Bay Area and other places are also part of our goals and dreams.
So Elk Grove is not too far from, let's say, Tahoe, and so you go skiing sometimes?
Yes, I do. Ever since the kids started to know how to ski, we go there almost yearly. It's beautiful now, even in the summer.
Wow, that's amazing. But you come to the Bay Area quite often, don't you?
I do. I have a pretty big team there. I go to Bay Area on a weekly basis. And prior to that, I usually go to Bay to pick up my clients, to come see homes in Sacramento.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because that's how I met you. I met you because I was fishing for real estate agents. I was looking for top agents, right? Because to fish them for my mortgage, right? So basically, and I hired a VA, virtual assistant in the Philippines, and we went on the MLS and screened the top agents. So if you're producing 8 properties to 12 properties or 8 to 12 transactions a year, you are considered a small fish, a tilapia. Okay. And if you are producing between 13 and 24 transactions a year, you are considered a tuna. That's a medium size thing. Okay. And then, okay, I'm feeling like hungry right now. I want to eat some tuna. But if you're producing anywhere above 25 transactions a year, then you are a whale. And lo and behold, Michelle was a whale. That's how you came onto my radar, and my life has not been the same. I get all this moon cake. Last week I had some moon cake. Yeah. And every time you come down here, you're like a mother. You have to bring me a little gift. Is that the Chinese tradition or what?
Yes, yes, we do. My grandmother and our parents will always say, you never go see anyone empty-handed. So you always have gifts with you. So,
okay, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to talk about your real estate career and those buses. Okay. So stay tuned. We'll come back with Michelle. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot. Don't go away. You're going to get a lot from her, especially if you're a real estate agent. Today, we're going to talk about real estate agents. And our goal, we'll talk about the true path to financial freedom is multiple streams of residual income. So if you're an agent or any business-minded person, the true path to financial freedom is multiple streams of residual income. So Michelle is going to talk to us about how she made it big, how she became a whale, and how now, okay, the part we're going to talk about how she's getting residual income. Stay tuned.
Interest rates have come up and home values are coming down in most places. Now is a great time to buy. The days of bidding wars seem to be behind us. Don't have money? Don't worry. You can now buy a home in California with little or no money down. There are over 3,000 of these programs across the country and over 350 in California alone. Get up to 10% of the purchase price for your down payment and pay nothing back if your income is 80% of the area's median income. But even if your income is above 80% of the area's median income, you can still get down payment assistance. Get 5% of 3.5% assistance. And beside the down payment assistance, you can also get seller credit, realtor credit, and even lender credit to pay for your closing costs. To find out how you can qualify for this great assistance, call us now at 415-510-0127 or visit us online at themoneymarket.us.
We're back. Okay, cool. Michelle, now let's talk to me about how you became a whale.
I think everyone started from somewhere small. I started to go to San Francisco to pick up my clients for coming here in Sacramento to look at houses. And I think in 2009, that's when the property started. It was really inexpensive and very affordable in Sacramento. However, I find that some of my clients, especially the ones that live in Chinatown in San Francisco, they don't really have car. They don't have GPS. They don't know how to drive. So those are some of the clients that I met. And I happened to go pick up one family, and she said, I have aunties and uncles that like to come along. So I went from a 7-man van to a 12-man van, later to a 24-man van, and then later on to a 56-seater bus. And I am a very, very frequent, person to go to these bus stations and ask, would you have availability? And I would go to the Chinatown, and I would pick up people from Balboa Park Station. I would pick up people from Cupertino Ranch 99. And I will have clients that are from San Jose, Milpitas area. that want to just ride with me in the bus and come to Sacramento for a day tour. And that's how I've run my business from a small van to now a bus drive of people. So here are some of the example of what I'm talking about. And I'll send you pictures, Paul, but I usually make a book for every tour that I do. So this was in Toll Brothers tour in 2019, and that was a bus load of engineers. And then I have this one that was April 24th, and this was home buyers, first-time home buyers. So how did I went from one-on-one consultation, right, to now a bus tour idea? I think I got that from just the many travels I've had. I've always enjoyed traveling with people. I like other people's opinion, and I see it worked. And so that's how I've made it, into real estate that sells so many homes, representing a lot of buyers and sellers in the area. And during the time of, real estate owned REO era, I was also one of those agents that a bank actually hire to manage your property and also to sell their bank owned properties. And so during those times for the last 18 years, Michelle have met a lot of clients, especially people from the San Francisco and San Jose area.
Wow. Let's talk about your bus tours, right? So it reminds me when I used to live in Asia, in Taiwan, I used to go to Singapore. The last time I went to Singapore, I went on what they call a package tour. And that was the best. Because what happened was that at the airport in Taipei, I met some people who were traveling with me. Okay. And then when I landed, we landed together in Singapore. And then you had everything packaged for us. In the past, I would usually travel on my own, and I don't know anybody on the plane. And I arrived in Singapore, I have to check into my hotel that I booked myself. And then all the travels that I did was on my own. Terrible. So my last thing, the package tour was really great. It was indelible experience in my mind. I also went on another package tour. It was in Bali Island. Okay. So when we arrived in Bali in Indonesia, we were met at the airport by dancers. They welcomed us with their traditional costumes and they danced, and they ferried us onto the island, okay, and where we had everything imaginable. Food, music, 24/7, and you made some good friends. And we had snorkeling and other stuff. So when you talked about 7 to 12 to 24 to 56, okay, you know about what it means, scalability. So I have these questions. I have a few questions to ask you. So the first question was basically, were you, so the people came to buy houses, were you also showing them around and feeding them food and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, yes. It is like a day trip. I mean, you talk about, going on a package tour. I have welcome flowers for them. I have small gifts for them. I have lunch for them. I have snacks for them. I mean, every stop, there are certain stops I would have like certain kind of dessert for them. I mean, it is like in the morning, we start early morning. We pick them up from 5 different locations. During the bus tour in the morning, usually they would sleep. And then to get here, they would go to a particular place in Sacramento, which is probably the downtown Sacramento, where we see the Capitol. And we stop there for a breeze through. And then we go to several homes in the area to represent a certain price range. So we see homes from all variety ranges, from $1 million to $500,000 to even $200,000. So a lot of people actually enjoying the tour. And some of them actually, I find they're not there to buy a home, but they're out of curiosity. Sometimes they come for the free lunch. And that's sometimes because of that, they actually bring home a contract, a key,
This Chinese Belizean girl knows how to sell things.
They have the exclusive Elk Grove coffee here, only in Elk Grove. You cannot buy anywhere else. So there's exclusive stuff here in Elk Grove that you have to be here to get it.
I can imagine how what psychological impact you had on these people, right? Because first of all, you paid for the bus trip, and now you're treating them out or all these little niceties, coffee here, cake there, and all that kind of stuff. And of course they'll feel guilty if they didn't buy anything from you. Is that the case?
Well, I think that guilty can be some of the reason, but it's also affordability, and also the home is very attractive. Our price compared to the Bay Area, it's like 4 for 1.
Wow.
4 for 1. So I think I have the right product and the right clientele. All I have to do is to bring them together. And
Okay.
that's
great. I think any agents that's listening to this, I don't care where they are in the United States, they can benefit from this. They can just duplicate what you said. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? You're taking people on a bus tour. It's a day out for them. And I'm sure it was weekend. So they're not rushing and stuff like that. And you take them over there and you treat them nicely. People want to be treated nicely. Okay. Maybe some of them had never been to Sacramento. They've never been to Elk Grove. And now you give them the opportunity to visit. Right. And let me tell you, what was the conversion rate? Let's talk about a conversion rate.
I would say I felt like I'm more of an ambassador to just showcase the city. I know that the conversion rate, I wouldn't say that people would buy like right there, right then, the home buying process still need to be educated. A lot of them that the clients I bring into the tour are first-time buyers, some are savvy investors, and some people even drive behind our our bus to follow us to where we're going to. We have at least a list of 10 homes for that particular day in that certain area that we're going to be showcasing, and targeting investments. And so I would say that the clients, out of 50 of them, there's going to be probably about 10% conversion rate. But this conversion rate has a time ratio. I would say about 60 days. Usually when someone raises their hands and Michelle want to buy a house, 60 days to get their keys. That's my history. That's my records usually.
So I'm curious, how were you reaching out to these people? Some of them were not ready to buy. But you just go to Ranch 99. Who wants to come to some? Is that how you're doing it?
No. I actually been in the business for 18 years. Even back then, I would have a book of clients. I'm really good with connecting with people. I'm really good with, following up with my old clients and referral. I would call, on a good day to my clients and just say, we have some new homes coming up in the area. Would you like to take try our newest coffee and see this nice house?
Yes.
and you gotta have good food, right? And
yes.
and to bring them to drive here for 2 hours. So it is not easy, Paul. I would say that, having 56 people in front of you and to be with you the whole day, you pretty much have them for the whole day.
Yes.
And that they trust that you will not waste their time.
So what was your return on investment? So you started from 7 to 12 to 24 to 54. Yes, it was great.
Oh, it is great. I mean, you could look at my sales records. That could tell you, the revenues are good. The revenues are very, very good. I would say that I wouldn't put a number on it, but if you could see the number of homes I sold these years, I think I've done really good. I've done really good on that.
Okay, so are you still doing this now?
Actually, my last tour was in 2019. We're doing as soon as we get confirmation from the one of our contracted bus drivers and their company that we're still able to do that, we'll continue with that. I think it's for me to return back the favor to my community as well as bring people to know about Elk Grove. I've lived here for 21 years. I really love this city. And a lot of people know me here, and we do a lot of community events here. Actually, our team, we do a lot of community. Like last week, we had 200 people coming to our moon, cake festival, and our Denglong, the little festival that we made for community is all sponsored by my team. And next weekend, we're going to have a sports day for the community. And so we have a lot of community events in Elk Grove. And I personally really just want to showcase Elk Grove. I think it's the best city in the U.S. So
you're biased.
I love here. And so I think that it's just a way for me to show around the city and just let people know where they can be purchasing their home that's affordable to them.
Okay, since you're the ambassador of Elk Grove, tell me 5 top reasons why anybody should relocate from the Bay Area to Elk Grove.
Okay, there's a lot of places. We have great schools here. We have really, really great schools here. We have over 100 parks here in Elk Grove. So every corner you go to, there's going to be some park that you could spend your day without traffic and enjoy yourself in the green area. And then we also have very, very good food, very, very fresh farm food here. And other than that, we have lots of affordable homes. Affordability is one of the biggest reasons why people move from the Bay to here. And that is one of the biggest factors. And having great school for their kids. I think anyone that has younger family, we are targeting a lot of our community, our younger family, and with younger kids and even retirees. We have lake homes, right? So homes with lake view and also water view, and those are some of the top sellers in Elk Grove Laguna area. And so we have great homes, great affordability, the weather is great, and also you get to live here with your own, I would say, less traffic.
I 5 reasons, you gave me like 10. That's good. That's good. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching the Money Market Show. If you're listening to it on radio, it's a Money Market Show. And with me is a whale. It's a big fish in real estate. Her name is Michelle Wong. If you are in Sacramento area, you're looking for a property to buy, hey, the person to call is Michelle. She'll treat you well. She'll treat you like golden. Man, she's not just going to basically sell your property and that's it. No, Michelle has a heart for people, right? And Michelle, when we come back, we're going to talk about your new thing here. We're talking about the true path to financial freedom is multiple streams of income. So we're going to talk about not just are you doing real estate, but you're doing some other stuff too that whoever's listening right now must pay attention or should pay attention and should engage you in the business if they're looking for financial freedom. So stay tuned. We're coming back soon. Don't go away.
Interest rates have come up and home values are coming down in most places. Now is a great time to buy. The days of bidding wars seem to be behind us. Don't have money? Don't worry. You can now buy a home in California with little or no money down. There are over 3,000 of these programs across the country and over 350 in California alone. Get up to 10% of the purchase price for your down payment and pay nothing back if your income is 80% of the area's median income. But even if your income is above 80% of the area's median income, you can still get down payment assistance. Get 5% of 3.5% assistance. And beside the down payment assistance, you can also get seller credit, realtor credit, and even lender credit to pay for your closing costs. To find out how you can qualify for this great assistance, call us now at 415-510-0127 or visit us online at themoneymarket.us.
Welcome back. Welcome back. On the show with me today is Michelle Wong. If you're listening, if you're just listening to this live, that's great. If not, you can go to our podcast, right? Look for me, Paula Joy, anywhere on where podcasts are, right? And on YouTube, of course, just go to YouTube and look for the Money Market Inc., the Money Market Show, actually. And you'll find us there. We have several archives there that you should listen to. But on the show today, the star is Michelle Wong. All the way from Elk Grove. The beautiful Michelle Wong. Good. Okay, cool. So, Michelle, you talked about real estate and how you've done very well in real estate. I still want to talk about that a little bit because we're talking about the key to financial freedom is multiple streams of income. Yeah. So you already know you're getting streams of income from selling real estate.
Yes.
As people are referring other people to you. Your name is well known. You're a brand over there, your household name in Elk Grove. Okay. And so because of that, you're getting residual income coming in. So tell me other sources of residual income that you have in terms of real estate.
Oh, real estate. There's rental properties. There are many ways, you get income from selling your properties, commission income, as well as only, rental properties. So those are some of the residual income that you can get from real estate, investment. And I think that's pretty popular. Most of my clients come to me because they want to buy investment properties. So here you can have many type of investments like fourplexes, duplexes, apartment complexes. They can be part of the residual income sources that you could still be able to buy in Sacramento.
So if somebody was buying a property in Sacramento, like a fourplex or multi-units, they'll be able to cash flow easily there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You'll still have a cash flow on properties even now. And so, there's many opportunities.
Okay, cool. So Michelle, we're gonna move into something else that I know you of, and that has brought you close to me. Is you're in the financial services business.
Yes. I am.
What drove you into that? What made you go into financial services?
Well, actually, I have, during COVID, I actually had a really big turning point in my career that where during lockdown, I wasn't able to show any properties. And during that time, I realized, I still have to make income somewhere. So I have a very long time friend, 30 years long. Her name is Ling, and I've known her since grade school. And so she was the one that introduced me to the financial business. And I was very inspired by her and totally inspired by the company system. So I looked into that more deeply, and therefore I started building my team also in a financial business. I added that extra value package into my real estate company so that in case clients that need financial services, I would also have a team of agents to service them for that portion of their need and how to position their assets in places where they couldn't probably, if they cannot afford a home, they cannot buy a home, they can invest it somewhere else. And so I have, a handful of advisors now are in my team, and that can help them with that portion of their, help need.
Good. I think you mentioned one thing very pertinent, very important. So if you're doing real estate, right, and something hits, maybe you're sick, okay, or like what happened, COVID hit, you're not able to show properties. Not able to show properties, therefore your income stops.
Right.
If you don't have rental properties, your income stops. Right. And so you need to find something that will generate you residual income, whether or not you work. That's a key thing, right? What do you see as some of the pain points for real estate agents? If a real estate agents listen to us right now, what are the pain points? Seller's market. When was a seller's market? Multiple offers, multiple bids, and people writing offers, 30 offers on one property, and they get frustrated. Okay, if you don't have that one source of income, that's terrible, right?
I think that the pain point for me as a high producer is the time freedom. It's the time freedom. As a real estate agent, I work 24/7 on call all the time. And I think
that's not good.
Until you hit a certain volume, then you could choose your time, depend on your goals and all that stuff. But I think time freedom, and not just for 1 year, for the rest of my life. I think that I remember my busiest days with our tours and REOs. I mean, I would run 9 appointments for showing and sellers and listings. It is nothing but hard work. It is a lot of hard work. You have phone calls every second coming in, and nowadays it's more like buyers. You need to answer, or else they'll call the next person. Your return, your speed of response is very important to everybody. And everything in a transaction is so important. So it's time freedom. I think that's the pain for me. That's most important. I wanted to have is to be able to spend the quality time with the people that I care the most. And the secondly is the scalability. I think for me, like you always hear me say about outgrowth, right? And so I think I'm very tied up in this particular area. Maybe my license is able to sell just in California. So, but even at that, I cannot drive here to Palo Alto maybe in 2 hours and then show a house and come back, right? So the scalability, I wanted to have something more scalability and also a system to run my business. And so do we have systems in real estate? We do. I mean, we do if you follow, if you follow. And
Yes.
and I see that the system and scalability and time freedom was most important for me. And I see that in the financial industry, there are additional value that I could find. I see team building, team bonding, building that relationship. And it's a long-term relationship, no longer just 30 to 60-day escrow relationship. You get to work with people more in a team environment.
So when we say financial industry, okay, financial services, that can be broad. But we talk about this particular company that you are associated with, that it's not just a financial stuff, it's a system that they have in place, right? The system that they have in place that whereby you are in business not on your own, but with a whole bunch of people are trying to help you to grow your business. Because anybody can be insurance, for example, it's like somebody can be farmers insurance, okay, or any other insurance company out there, or any financial company else, but they're working on their own, right? They don't have a system where they have residual income whether or not they work, right? So we want to differentiate, right? We want to differentiate financial. So you have a system that you're working with, right? So can you expatiate on that? If it's real estate agent, anybody's listening to this, they don't just like, okay, let me leave my real estate thing and go join financial. But what exactly is it?
Well, I think that, with that all being said, is team building. There are in every company, I'm not sure, but in the company that I work for, that I chose to be part of, that has team building and sales. So there's the sales side and there's the team building side. And so we build entrepreneurs, we built greenies, basically people that don't know pretty much, business from startup to all the way to where they can actually make sales, where they become licensed agents and they become businesswomen. I've have many, many stories, and later I will introduce them to you. And so, and that is something that I look forward for, is the systematic way of building someone from nothing to something, and also the ability for this platform to back you up, right? To have the right platform to back you up, from tracking to commission to compliance and everything else. So essentially, we have our team builder that would be helping us from, like, for example, Ling, she's the person that actually showed me the business. She's still helping me now. And she's training my team, training me, and also spending time with us, building us. And I, like I said, we started this in 2019. This is year 3 already, year 3 already. And so that's one of those things that we see in our company, where they're different than just sales, where they're more than just sales. It's more about team building. How do you build somebody up? And that's what I see more in this company that we're in.
Right, exactly. That's true business. True business is whereby you have a system in place where other people working for you, right? Whether those are your superiors or the people below you, okay? They're working to see you succeed. That's why, for example, Apple, this guy's cook doesn't have to work, or when Jobs was around, he did not have to work because he created a system, okay? Mark Zuckerberg, the young man, he does not have to work because he created a system. Elon Musk does not have to work. He created a system. So that's the same thing that I see you here having, because it's a system. So long as you can groom people, right? Because other people, and you show them the vision and they see the light, okay, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to go along with you. And so long as you're providing the support, okay, guess what? All you got to do, therefore, is build up those people and provide the products. When you provide the products that they need, and the products are world class, and the service and support are world class, then guess what? That is the true thing that you need to have. Because in real estate, as we all know, hey, okay, if I can have agents, real estate agents, like I used to have a lot of agents, guess what? But I didn't have a system, okay, whereby they feel like they'll get rewarded for people that are below them, okay, people that are recruited in their team. They weren't rewarded. So their system wasn't there. It was all about transactions. It was all about commissions, and they all want 90% split. Okay. And the company will not make any money at all because you are 90% split, and everybody only cares about their pocket.
Yeah.
But if I had built in a way that it was a system whereby you can be at 70% of your own production, but what you're getting from residual income is way more than what you get from your own self-production. No, if I had built something like that, I would have been places. Okay.
Right.
And anybody's listening out there, as a broker out there, if you build a system where people are just like, you have some companies, they say, okay, you just pay us $9.95 or something like that. That's it. Okay. That is not sustainable. You're not building up people. They're just there for that night, to pay you $9.95. The rest goes into their pocket. Guess what? If another opportunity comes on their plate, they're going to jump and go for that other opportunity. But what you guys are providing here is that you're building a system where everybody's indelibly, wrapped into the stuff, and they feel the value.
Yeah.
Right? They feel the value. So if there's a real estate person listening out there, Michelle, you are already you're a top producer, and you join the system. Okay? You join the system. What would you advise them to do today, listening to you?
I think that, we always need to be the go-to person of your client. So the more you educate yourself about how money works, how financial work, it will always help you to bring more clients. How do you keep that communication with them? If anyone's just looking for a plan B or an extra income, and be a student of the business world, right? You should consider having this extra business added to your portfolio, and offer this opportunity to people that want to join and be with you for whoever you are, right? And people come to me all the time, they would say, Michelle, I have a daughter, I have a son, I want to learn from you, and they just want to follow with you. And I said, well, yeah, I do have a system where I can, have you go through, and we can be a team member also. And that not only just to your clients and to people that you just newly know, but also to your families. My cousin is with me in the business, my sister, my brother, my family also. So it's a really unstoppable combination. If you could just team up with your friends and your family, as well as whoever that want to join force with you, and you can be able to offer that opportunity to them. And one thing is, always be a student of the business, student of the business world.
So if you're a real estate agent, and basically you're working from commission to commission, and when the market changes, you still work on commission, so you don't have a constant flow of money, right? But I have met people here that you showed me that we're building a system, like I'm not going to call names here, but I remember meeting one of those guys that basically way back then, he swore to me, say, Paul, I'm going to build a system from the West Coast to the East Coast. Okay. And I was more into my transactions. The market was doing very well. I was very busy, right? I was closing stuff. I had a lot of agents, but the guy built a system. He built a team of people, loyal people. And now I see him making millions every year. And the people that he recruited actually making more money, but he's not jealous of those people making more money because he gets paid for everything that they made or they make. Isn't that a great system?
It's I've been to a lot of award ceremony in real estate, and this different in this other company. It's more about the reason why people are cheering for you under the stage when you're up in the stage, and they're with you and they're shouting for you because you have helped them some way. And I think the leader you're talking about have helped a lot of people. That's why they're not jealous of his winnings, of his income or what his accomplishments. I think that they're cheering for him because he has helped them also, in some way in their life. And then again, it's a team building block in our business. And that's what I think is lacking in the real estate business. We're more transactional. We have to hustle that 130-day escrow, right? Or that 145-day escrow to close. Make sure that that close on time. There's pressure, but to build a long-term relationship and to be a long-term partnership with someone, it's not 30, 45 days. It's probably 30, 45 years. So, and that's what we're looking forward for. And I love my association here with my associates. We're totally like family. We see each other all the time. We go on vacation together, and those are the moments that we cherish. We share with each other. Not only that we learn, but we also learn to build a community with that same culture.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you are very grateful to Lynn.
Yes.
Your Belizean friend, your childhood friend, and you saw how she became free. She had time. And earlier today, I interviewed Emily Chen.
Oh,
and
yes.
She was an RN, registered nurse, and she was talking about how her time, right now, she's a better mother, she's a better wife, and she's a better homemaker, right? Because of the opportunity this business is giving her, right? And that's what is giving you too. So you have all these relationships that you're building and so much wisdom coming out of your head. Okay, and talk about it's not like 30 days, it's not 34 days, it's 34 years. So you're building deep, long-term relationships. That are not transactional.
No.
It's amazing stuff.
It's leadership.
Good. So Michelle, we almost getting to the end of the show here. So I remember one time you were telling me you were walking to school in Belize, on those dirt roads and stuff. So because of your success in America, how much are you doing? How are you giving back? Are you giving back?
I would say that talking about being a fresh immigrant, I've always remembered the day when I landed in the United States in San Francisco airport. I felt that the ground was always paved with gold. If you know what I'm talking about, Paul, in Belize, the roads are really natural rocks and your shoes can go bad in 30 days, in a month. And we always have to constantly change.
Maybe you don't need shoes then. You don't need shoes. It's good for your feng shui. Just walk on rocks.
But, I think in America, we have a lot of opportunity, whether it's to receive and also to give back. And, I've always been a very high sponsor in Children Miracle Network, and also being able to provide community events for my community. And Ling and I were talking about from a Catholic school that we go to in Belize is Palodi High School. We always want to go back there and do something about rebuilding or to give back to the community in Belize. I think we've learned a lot, so much from Belize culture that shaped us as who we are. Coming from immigrant to one country already, now to United States. This is our second immigrated country, and we're like a mixed pot. I mean, sometimes you feel I'm more Belizean than Chinese.
So you're saying that America, in spite of its many troubles, is still a great country, and then you're not thinking of moving to another country, right? This is it for you.
Yeah, I like it here. I love it. Yeah, I think here people are very generous. From when I started my business, strictly from referral, they give me opportunity. They know that I'm a new agent, but they say, my very first few clients, they to me, go show us houses. We'd love to work with you because of who you are. And I felt that I think I'm very blessed to be here. And I really love it here. I think people here are very genuine and very generous.
You said it right, because yesterday I think the pastor of my church was talking about, America. The reason why America's blessed is because America is very giving. Mm-hmm. America is very giving. Anytime there's a disaster anywhere, there's going to be an American there trying to give, right? And so you're giving back not only you're giving back not only in money, but also in kind, because you're providing valuable knowledge, right?
Yes.
And today I said, anytime that anybody comes to my show, they are going to be educated, they are going to be enriched, okay? And they're going to be empowered. And I'm sure that today, if a realtor, any aspiring a small business, especially as a woman, listen to this, right? See that women are moving mountains, right? Michelle, you have so much energy, right? I don't know. Do you even sleep?
Very little.
What do you eat? What do what do you drink? You drink one of those drinks?
I think I wake up every day with a lot of curiosity.
Yes.
I look forward. I look forward every day to the next new thing. And I'm very fortunate where the country I live is very safe, very sound. The water is good to drink. The rice is clean.
Oh, you eat rice, you Chinese every day.
If you know what I'm talking about, there's some countries you have rice that is not clean. So, and it's truly coming from my heart. I feel very blessed here. I'm very safe here, and very curious every day what the next new day brings me. So.
Wow, Michelle, it was really a pleasure getting to know even more and better, right? And to have you on my show today. And honestly, we are going to go places. We're going to move mountains. We're going to change people's lives. We're going to make the world a better place than when we came into it and stuff like that. So that's what makes me excited to meet people like you. And if you listen to this, I hope that you were educated, you were enriched, and you're empowered. So if you have any questions for us, call the number 415-510-0127, 415-510-0127, or you go to YouTube. You'll find us on YouTube, The Money Market Show. Just look for that. And Michelle, if somebody wants to buy a property in Sacramento, who do they call? Can you give your number, please?
Hi, my number here is 916-628-6042. Again, it's 916-628-6042. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Have a good one.
Well, I promised you that I wasn't going to disappoint, and I hope you were not disappointed as Michelle shared with us delightfully how she builds a successful real estate career as a real estate agent in the Sacramento growth area, and now how she's added WFG onto her portfolio of multiple streams of residual income. She is going to experience exponential growth, which she's already starting to experience, and how you can also take part in this journey of ecstatic growth, journey of a great culture within the WFG family. So if you want to know more about this, by all means, please contact me at 415-510-0127, 415-510-0127, and I'll connect you with Michelle. We're going to come back, and when we'll come back, we're going to have some reflection on what happened this week. Stay tuned.
Interest rates have come up and home values are coming down in most places. Now is a great time to buy. The days of bidding wars seem to be behind us. Don't have money? Don't worry. You can now buy a home in California with little or no money down. There are over 3,000 of these programs across the country and over 350 in California alone. Get up to 10% of the purchase price for your down payment and pay nothing back if your income is 80% of the area's median income. But even if your income is above 80% of the area's median income, you can still get down payment assistance. Get 5% of 3.5% assistance. And beside the down payment assistance, you can also get seller credit, realtor credit, and even lender credit to pay for your closing costs. To find out how you can qualify for this great assistance, call us now at 415-510-0127 or visit us online at themoneymarket.us.
Welcome back. This past week, we heard some really sad news coming out of England. You know, I used to live in England. I lived in England from 1986 to 1992. I have some fun memories, especially that's how I became a born-again Christian. 1 year after moving to England, I gave my life to Jesus Christ, and he saved me and made me a brand new person. And I got baptized in the Holy Spirit as well. So that's important to me. You know, I went to church this weekend. The pastor, the guest speaker said this, that we are spirits, right, that have souls that live in bodies. So I am a spirit that has a soul that lives in a body. So we cannot neglect the spiritual aspect of things that happen to us. Cannot neglect our spirit, because our spirit is basically who we are, right? Have you met somebody and basically wonder, oh man, I really like that person. Do you like them just because they're beautiful? Just because of what you see, they're tall, slender, they're handsome, they're beautiful? Is that the reason? I think basically you fall in love with the spirit of someone. Okay. You may have some because of the spirit, so much because of the physical look and feel. It's because they might look very beautiful, but guess what? The character might not be the best. So you have to marry your spirit, right? You like the spirit, you like the soul. It's sweet. Something that you don't even see, but you feel it. That's what it is. So this past week, Queen Elizabeth passed away, and I could see people lining up in streets in Scotland and in London and around the world, just paying their tribute to this great woman. I could see her when she was very young, when she was 21. How she pledged to serve the country, to serve her people and the Commonwealth. And now she is indelible in the hearts of people, in the minds of people. And that's what we're trying to do, right? We're here to make an impact in the world. See, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish. God loved the world. So we have to love the world, make it a better place. We got to leave it better than how we met it. So whatever that calling may be, whether it's like what I'm doing right now on radio and on YouTube, or is maybe sweeping the streets. So I don't know, an office, whatever your calling may be, I serve heartily, just like the Queen did, right? And when you pass away, maybe the whole world might not know about you, but the people that knew you, whether it's just 5 people, or 5 million people, or 5 billion people, it does not matter. It's your purpose. See, our fingers are not the same, right? If you look at your hand, open your hand now, and look at your hand, okay, you got 5 fingers on the left-hand side, and 5 fingers on the right-hand side. They're not the same, right? And they're not the same size, but they serve in unison the same purpose. Can you imagine if you lose one finger and people start looking at what happened to your one finger? You lose the little finger, okay? People wonder what happened to that, okay? And if you just had 4 fingers on both hands, okay, people wonder what happened, right? So, but each of them plays a role. Each of these fingers plays a role. Imagine if you had just one eye and not 2, right? So you gotta have 2 eyes to play a role, okay? So basically, that's just not. So the Queen played a role, and what are you and I playing? What are you and I leaving for the world? What kind of legacy are we going to leave behind when we're gone? And so when the master sees us, says, well done, good and faithful servant, aka, have you lived that life that you were called to live? Have you lived that purpose you were called to live? Have I lived that life I was called to live? Have I lived that purpose, the purpose is called to live? Right? So just got to discover what that purpose is and live it out in full. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I know it's precious. There are other things that you could be doing in life, but you decide to share with me. So I really appreciate it. And I look forward to helping you out in whatever way. If you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home, right? Please, by all means, do not hesitate to contact me, right? And whether it's buying a home or selling an investment property or whatever, okay, I'm here to advise you, okay? Or do you need an annuity? Do you need life insurance? Do you need, okay, disability insurance? Do you need mortgage insurance? I'm here to help you. So I can help you acquire real estate, right? I can help you facilitate a mortgage, and I can help you protect that real estate, right? That's what it is. And then if you're looking for a career, if you look at a career not as a job, right, but you're looking to, the sky is the only limit, right? Where you find yourself in the right environment with the right people, People are there to help you build this thing to the next level, okay, to have a purpose in life. Then by all means, consider give me a call at 415-500-0127, 415-500-0127. Until next time, may God bless you. May God bless you. This is Paul Joy.